What up? This is your boy DZD, aka the Drank Kang, Purple World Entertainment, live from the Dungeon Palace Studios. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Before we get into it, you know how we do. I just want to shout a few of the new subscribers out. Thank you guys so much for clicking on that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. If you have not done so yet, please do so now. Click that subscription button and also click that bell notification because you don't want to miss the hot content that I'm going to be bringing to this channel. And now for the video. I'm going to be dealing with a hot sample pack from a very reputable company. The cats at Cymatics have created a nice sample pack. I'm going to dive into it. I'm going to see what they have for me, see if I can chop up some of the loops, see what I can get from it. If something catches my ear, we'll go ahead on and load it at MPC X like we always do, make something happen with it. I'm real excited to get this one going because I've dealt with a lot of sample packs from these guys at Cymatics and they have a lot of good sounds. So without saying too much, let's dive into software and let's get it rocking. Let's do it. Okay, we got the sample pack up and running. This is the artwork for it. It's called a Cymatics 9-GAD hip hop sample pack. This sample pack is free actually. I'll have a link in the video description that you guys can go check it out. But it's a cool sample pack. So yeah, let's kind of go through a few of the loops that they have in it, and then we'll see what's up with it. There's drum loops, drum one-shots, effects. I like when they have effects, man. Some of the effects in these sample packs are hot, man. So yeah, I kind of like when they have that. Seems like they have about 10 of them or 8 of them. Vocal effects and reverb effects, stuff like that. But and they have the midis as well, so you can change up the instruments. That's kind of hot too. You know, having the MIDI files that way, just in case you don't like the instruments that's played, you drag the midis in, change it up. But we're gonna go to the melody loops and we're just gonna check out a few of the melodies. You know, I like to work with the melodies and chop them up and do what I gotta do with them. So let's listen to a few of these, see how they sound, and if something catches us, we'll throw it in and do what we gotta do. Sometimes these sample packs are like that, man. It's always the last one that when you put it in, you throw it in, all of a sudden you get the most fire from it, man. Some of those sample packs is just funny like that, man. The last 2 or 3 is what you like, but I like this one, loop number 10. So we're gonna grab this and toss it in there, man. All right, we got the sample pulled up. Got that in sample edit. I think this is moving a bit too fast. It's a bit too bouncy, so I'm going to slow it down a bit. Maybe about 2 semitones. Let's see if that works. That's about the speed that I want to make the beat at, but that's not the tone that I'm looking for. So let's slow it down maybe about 2 more, -4 semitones. Let's see if that works. That's perfect. Perfect sound. Perfect sound. Sometimes what people do is they make the sample fit the BPM. But sometimes what I like to do with samples like this is when I tune it down, I'll speed the BPM up that I'm making the beat, the BPM of the entire beat. I'll speed that up, but keep the sample slow. That way I can play certain chops and the sample flows. You're dealing with longer chops because the beat is sped up and you're dealing with longer chops. So you know, I'm gonna do that with this. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. You know, you'll see once we start making the beat. But let's chop this up. We'll go to the chop feature, regions, Put that in 16 regions. There we go. So the sample plays this slow. See how the sample plays that slow? But this is what I'm talking about. I'm going to leave it still slow like this, but I'm going to play the beat something like this. See, so it fits. I spared this. I'm playing the beat faster than what the sample is. And that way you can kind of make the chops flow into each other instead of cutting off because you don't have enough of them. So that's what we're going to do. So let's shift, convert that to a drum program. We're going to hit do it, go to main, track 1 is for our drums, go to track 2, choose our program and find the program that we just made. And there it is ready for us. Put that on full level to make sure we got the full sound. And now we're ready to come up with something. Let's see if we can come up with something nice. Kind of like that. I kind of like that. All right, we're going to try and lay some chords down behind the track. So I have a VST pulled up on track 4, a nice little piano. I think the sample is in F or D. Let's try one of those. Let's see. That's it. That's it. That's it. Let's lay that down. Let's lay it down. Let's put an EQ on that, and then we'll take off some of that. We'll try and fit this in a little bit better. And now we are ready for the 808. Got a nice chill 808. I kind of wanted to back up a few little things, so I may get a bass line going with the 808 and then kind of plug in a few little notes afterwards just to make it kind of live a little bit. I'm gonna show you what I mean. Instead of trying to play your 808 out all the time, sometimes you can just get a feel for it by just plugging in some notes and then going back and plug in a few little other notes wherever you need them. So let's see if we can get that first thing accomplished with just plugging in a few notes, and then we're gonna see if we can put something else in. Let's see. We got these 808s laid down. Now I'm gonna plug in probably like some lower ones and a high one. Let's see. That's it. We got it. What I like to do is I like to make sure that the 808 is a mono. So I use this EQ plugin, but I use the mono version. If you notice right up here, it has mono. And then there's, when I go to the place where I select my plugins, I have this EQ also has just the equality version. There's the equality mono right here, and then the equality version, which is the stereo version. So I always try and pull up the mono version. Sometimes I forget, but when my mix isn't right, I go back and reference everything in mono just to make sure that it is, and I'll pull this up, and sure enough, it won't be in mono, so my 808 won't be knocking like I wanted to. So I just changed that up. But yeah, make sure your 808s and your kicks and all of that is in mono. You know, some of your kicks, because some you should have in stereo. I know a lot of people say put all your kicks in mono. You know, put all your kick drums in mono. You know, or even I heard some people say put all your drums in mono. Like, you know, there are some percussion sounds, some drum sounds that are supposed to be in stereo. You know, to get that widespread throughout your beat. When you want that like a high end cracking snare, you want that to spread out through your beat because it's high end. You know, but whereas some low end kicks and some thumpy kicks, you want that to be mono, but then you have some punchy kicks that you want to be stereo. So your ear has got to play a factor when choosing mono and stereo sounds, you know, but for the most part, your 808s are always in mono. All right, let's get some drums rocking. We're gonna go to my browser. Let's see, BoomBap sample pack. I got a few. All right, let's just start off with just those few, and then, you know, maybe if we want to put more in, then we'll do that. But let's just start off with those few. Okay, let's put the snare and the open hi-hat in first. Let's put the higher hi-hat in, and then we're gonna try and put the lower one somewhere in there, but let's see if we can do this one first. Now let's put in the kick. Let's see if we can put in some of these hi-hats first. Alright, now what I want to do is I want to highlight all of these hi-hats, and then I want to take them off the grid a bit, just to kind of give them a little swing effect. So I'm gonna hit shift. I'm gonna hold shift. That way they release them from the grid and I can move them freely. So I'm gonna just put them like a little bit off the grid, just a little bit, you know, not on the grid, but just off, just a little bit. Let's see if that works. Okay, I got a lead sound that's pulled up, and I just want to kind of bring this in the chorus. Nice lead sound, you know, kind of like a stringy guitar type sound, you know. So, you know, that's kind of gonna follow in the chorus whenever whenever it drops in, you know, just to kind of give it a little bit of a change up. So let's see if we can drop something real quick with this. gonna close out the video here, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. The beat came out really nice. I kind of gave it an old school boom bap hip hop type of vibe. I always like those joints when I get a chance to create them, so I had fun doing this one. I'm gonna leave a link in the video description where to get this Cymatics sample pack from. You're gonna love it. As you saw, it has a lot of loops, a lot of drum loops, a lot of effects, even the midis in it. So go grab this sample pack. It's really nice and it's free. If you have not yet, make sure you're following my Instagram at the Drank Kang, and also follow my Facebook page at facebook.com/Dungeon Palace Studios. You don't want to miss the hot content that I post there in between my videos that I post here on the channel. So send me a shout out and let me know you're rocking with me. This is your boy DZD, aka the Drank Kang, Purple World Entertainment, and you are live inside the Dungeon Palace Studios. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.